I have in secret, much to my own benefit, or my own credit, I have been building out a new set in the living room. So where I'm recording right now is the bedroom of the apartment. Out there is the living room. And I have built out a brand new set that features prominently a giant chalkboard.
Man, I love when you come up with these things.
Chalkboard.
Nobody who saw this coming. You've never seen anybody do this before, right? Nobody's done it. I love it. It's fantastic. It's 10 times better than I was expecting. I was expecting just another nice set like the one you have now, but I just expected it to be different. Like I just wanted to have a different place. Yeah, and I'm sure I expected it to be nice, but I wasn't expecting to be blown away. And I was blown away. I was like, this is a fantastic idea. Like, what a great idea. What an eye-catching people. Everybody's got that in their head of like school and learning. And there's like a heavy nostalgia connection to it. So fantastic. I saw you had a post that they sent you a black one by mistake.
They did.
You insisted on the green.
I did.
I think that is an excellent call. I think the black one would have been way inferior to the green one. The green one, it was totally required. So that was great.
And
call
it's just such like a deep, rich green. It's just the perfect green. Yeah, that little snafu cost me like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks getting the other one because they build them. They build these boards and then they ship them from New York. I think it's actually New Jersey. I feel like that's a common thing up there to be based in New Jersey and call it New York Black
New York Giants. They're all in New Jersey, actually.
They're all New Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
The sports teams are in New Jersey.
I didn't know that. So yeah, I built out a set and I called up New York Blackboard.com or blackboards.com, one or the other.
I heard we don't make anything anymore, but we make blackboards, baby.
You make blackboards and have for like 75 years. It's so one of those. It's great. Yeah. And so I talked to Joey, truly.
It's definitely New Jersey. I
talked to Joey Tringali up in
New Jersey.
Up in New Jersey. Talked to him on the phone. He sent me a couple of samples. And so he sent me, like a 4x4 square of a black one and a 4x4 square of a green one. And it arrived and I was like, obviously, this green is beautiful. I have to get the green. And he sent me some samples of the wooden border that goes around the board. Because you can you can get it unframed. You can get it framed with 3 or 4 different types of wood. You can get no chalk tray. And so they do it all. It's like completely custom. They do all the classrooms on the Eastern Seaboard. Very, very, very cool. So I had this idea because for a couple of reasons. Some are practical, some are emotional. The practical one is Steve is gone, right? Yeah. Steve is off doing, auth as a service. I cannot do motion graphics in terms of like video work. Motion graphics, 1, are very, very time consuming and very hard to learn. And therefore, 2, are very expensive to hire out. So I was staring down the barrel of like, okay, I just lost my visualizations ability, right? I can't do 3D. I can't even do 2D really that well. And so I need some way, some affordance whereby I can help people visualize things. It is very common, I think, to do whiteboards. And a lot of people have done whiteboards. And I actually, in a previous office, back when I was a working man, I had a whiteboard. And I loved a whiteboard. A whiteboard is great. That's how I did when I was in college. I did all of my accounting tutoring at a whiteboard. I loved it. But I thought that's been done. Like that's been done several times. It's very there's nothing really, there's no second layer to that. It's just like, I have a whiteboard now.
It's just expected. You're not going to note that. It's like, oh yeah, he's got a whiteboard. That makes sense. I've seen Khan Academy and everybody else got the whiteboard. Great.
And so then I looked at the light boards with an L, light boards. And those are very, very cool. So it's like a pane of glass, edge illuminated, and you write on it with these neon markers, and then you flip it in post, and it comes out as if you're writing kind of in thin air. Looks very cool. The problem with that is for the effect to work with the physicality of light, for the effect to work, everything else has to be basically pitch black.
Oh, I've seen these.
So the background has to be black. You have to wear black. The lights have to be low so that the only thing illuminated is the light board and the neon markers. And so I watched several of those videos and I was just like, this is cool, but it's like nerdy. It's like it's not the vibe I want. It's very like oppressive. It's very dark. It's just like, this is clearly a nerd, you know, in some basement studio doing this. And so I thought, that's no good either. I don't like
that's
that.
That's not your brand. Yeah.
No, not at all. And so then I thought chalkboard. Chalkboard is cool. Like chalkboard it has that second layer of nostalgia, analog, tactile reality, like anti-AI. So it has this whole other emotional layer to it in addition to being practical. And so I started looking around for like, you know, I looked at chalkboard paint and I was like, this is janky. It doesn't erase well. It doesn't turn. It's always black. Usually it's like, I don't like this. And looked on, you know, Craigslist all over the city to be like, where can I find a chalkboard from an old school? And that's not really a thing. And then I came across Blackboards of New York, or New York Blackboard, and called them up, and $500 to make a chalkboard, $400 to ship it. So
I mean, I think that's great. I was expecting it to be way more than that.
It's not bad. I know. So it's
$500. That's crazy. I thought, especially because it's framed in wood. It's not just like, well, we took the sheet off the assembly line and shipped it out. It's like they constructed, you know, real deal. Some work there.
Yeah. So it's 3 feet tall, 7 feet wide. And it's framed in, I think, oak or something. And it's beautiful. It
had a very school vibe. The oak was perfect. I was like, this is great.
So it shows up, and of course it's black. And I'm like, well, no. Unfortunately, I looked at the purchase order and it said green. And I was like, thank God. So I called him up and I was like, hey, y'all dorked this one up. And he said, we sure did. I'll get you a free one sent right away. So I'll take this. I have the black one. I'm looking at it. I'll take that one home for the kids, and they're gonna freaking love it.
That'll be fun.
It's gonna be so fun.
It's so funny. It costs so much to ship. That's like, they're not. Yeah, it's one of these things you don't ship back. It's like, costs as much as the item itself. So
you know, it's FedEx freight, and I gotta. You know, they're like, do you have a loading dock? And I'm like, friend, I do not. This is an apartment. So yeah, it showed up, and then I was like, all right. Am I going to build another false wall? Like, how am I going to mount this thing in an apartment? Yeah. Because, you know, it comes with all these clips where you can like screw it into the wall and then you're set. But I'm like, I can't. Like, you know, I could get away with hanging a picture. I can't get away with screwing a bunch of clips in to hang a chalkboard, right? And so I thought it's not that bad, but it's like 70 pounds.
Oh, it's less than I thought.
60. Okay. Yeah, it's actually extremely light. I was able to like manipulate it myself up onto the shelves. I didn't need a second person. So that was quite nice. So I thought, I'm gonna have to build a false 2x4 wall and put some panels on it and paint the whole thing. And I thought, no, I can't do that.
Yeah.
And so I found these IKEA shelves that are perfect for it. And unfortunately I did have to stain them all because they were like very bright, just kind of like raw pine, and I put it next to the board, and it was very clearly like, this looks like construction material. This looks like a beautiful analog chalkboard. And so I had to go and stain the friggin' thing, and that took forever. But then I finally got it all set up and put together and mounted, and it's all freestanding on the shelf, or the board is mounted to the shelves, but the shelves are freestanding. And it just worked. And I stepped back and I was like, this looks great. Like I fulfilled what was in my head, which is always my great fear.
I have to say, I didn't even notice that it was on. I thought it was hanging on the wall. Like, I didn't really even note that, I guess. But I was so distracted by it. You also have like vines around it and stuff. So there's like a whole vibe going on that it's perfect because you don't even notice, like, apparently that it's on a shelf. Is it gonna wobble like when you write on it? Is it like, did you weight the shelves or?
So what I did was, so obviously the shelves rest on the ground. The board rests on the shelves vertically, and behind the board are braces such that, let's just hold the shelves constant so that the board on the shelves doesn't move around at all. And then the shelves themselves, I got furniture leveling feet. And instead of mounting the feet down to actually, you know, level furniture like you're supposed to, I mounted those furniture leveling feet towards the wall. and then screwed them such that there is pressure basically tipping the shelves out by like a degree or two, so that the shelves want to push back against the wall. So when I write, that force is already as, it's as tight as it can be.
Right.
And
there's
so
no space there.
There's no space there. And so, when I write, it transfers the force through the board, through the braces, through the shelves, to the furniture leveling feet, to the wall. So I'm like, I'm in the clear. It doesn't wiggle. It doesn't wobble at all.
Man, I don't know. You come up with these things. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it.
I don't know.
You're a genius.
Who can
it's
say?
Amazing.